Welcome back to another episode of ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill, and today we're going to be taking a look at an off-white collaboration done with Nike on the Air Force One mids in the white colorway. Let's take a quick sneak peek. Welcome back to another unboxing and review. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Be sure to hit that subscribe right now. Give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down below. Hit that notification bell because we do have a ton of heat coming out that I don't want you to miss out on. Also, be sure to check out that join button. We've got some amazing membership perks on there, as well as an amazing merch store. As mentioned earlier, we are going to be talking today about the Nike Air Force One mids in the white colorway. As you know, this did release in two different colorway options, the white and the black. I will have that black one up later in the week, so do stay tuned for when that gets uploaded to the YouTube space. But today we'll be talking about the white colorway. We're going to start off with the overview, a jump into size and fit, followed by how I styled this color scheme, and talk about why it's going to be such an amazing color for the summertime. And then we'll conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So let's jump right into it. As you know, this is the late Virgil Abloh's creation, one of his creations that obviously, I don't think there was as much known about this sneaker just because this was developed after. And you know, this is something that is a part of his legacy. He's able to kind of live on through these sneakers, which I love so much, that we're able to have a piece of that legacy by being able to wear some of his latest creations. And this one specifically is the Air Force One mid. This is just a really, really cool color combination. I'm vibing with this just for the summertime because there's so many really cool, bright color schemes going on throughout the silhouette. But starting with the front of the toe box, you can see that this is a really cool light material. It's very breathable. It does kind of have this wood paneling effect to it, and it's translucent, so you'll definitely be able to see your socks through this. So you can kind of have a little bit of a sock game if that's something that you want to do with these. So you want to have some patterns showing through. I think that you can have a lot of fun with this specific silhouette. On the front, that same kind of wood pattern texture follows through the front of the toe box. As we work our way up, that same meshing and nylon material is all the way up to the top of the tongue. It does have this really kind of cool graffiti text for the air on the top that's stitched in that kind of metallic gray color scheme. We've got the dual laces on this as well. So you've got light heather gray laces, and underneath you've got just nice thin white laces, which I think will be mainly the tightener for the lace system that's set up here. You do have this really fun, quirky lace lock system, which is in this translucent blue colorway. You've got that white Nike swoosh, and underneath it has that nice kind of subtle pop of lime green. And for some reason, I just feel like all these colors work together. I would never think, oh, I would put lime green, a bright pop of blue with purple and pink, but it just kind of goes. And then, of course, because this is an Air Force One silhouette, we do have this nylon strap here that's Velcro that wraps around. And you know, surprisingly, when I put these on, these are actually very, very easy to slip on and off. So very happy to know that. And then on the top of the lining of the tongue, we do have that in just a nice silvery gray. All right, so let's take a look at those details, and then we'll move right along to the side paneling. right, so working our way along to the side panels, on one side you'll see that we do have this really cool translucent clear swoosh. This was actually stitched the same way on the Air Jordan 1 highs on the Off-White collaboration. So really just a cool way that they are actually attaching the swoosh mark. It is hanging on literally by a few threads. So we do have this emblematic or symbolic patch here in the orange, which you see on a lot of the Off-White collaborations, not all, but most. And then you do have this kind of light white stitching on the front of the swoosh mark there. And then of course we've got that same material that has that kind of wood-like pattern in the translucent material. It is actually very thin. You can kind of see my finger poking through there. Very, very thin and lightweight. As we wrap around to the back, we've got the pull tab here in a translucent colorway, and underneath the Nike Air is nicely stitched in that gray color scheme. Working our way to the other side paneling, we do have that clear swoosh, this time with the stitching in just a simple white threading. And then we've got that writing underneath for Off-White with Air Force One and Beaverton USA underneath that. The insole has the Off-White logo and it's in a white colorway. And the sneaker is then completed here with this, of course, zip tie in that bright orange, which you can detach if you're not a fan of it. And then on the bottom portion of the sneaker, it is in this really cool melted pattern. So this is something that's very unusual, but I think it actually makes the sneaker very quirky and different. And also you can see that this is actually an exposed air bubble, which you would never see on any other Air Force Ones. And it also continues on that melted kind of molding underneath here. And then it is a nice pop of orange for the air sole unit, which is really cool because I think it matches quite nicely. And then for the outsole, we've got those spikes on the bottom, which I'll probably clip off eventually, but this is in a nice evergreen colorway. And you've also got this nice pop of hot pink and purple as well as gray, which will complete the sneaker. As far as the box goes, the box is very different from most of the Off-White boxes. It is in a brick pattern with a nice kind of shiny exterior to it, and that is unusual. You usually just get a paper box for most of the Off-White collaborations that are done with Nike, but this one is different and unique. Not exactly sure what the brick pattern means, but I do kind of just like it. It's different, and I love a good solid box that really has something to do with the sneaker itself. All right, so now let's jump into size and fit on these. So for Air Force Ones, I find that they run very big. So I always go half a size down, even in the mids, highs, it doesn't matter. I also tested these out with some thick socks and I got them in a size 7.5 as well as a size 7. And there's just a lot of extra space in my 7.5 size, which is usually my go-to. So I would recommend sizing at least half a size down on this one. I find that Air Force Ones typically always run on the larger size, even if I wear thicker socks. It's just not really enough to fill it in. But if you do have narrow, high-arch feet like myself, this would make sense for you, but do take into consideration if you have flatter, wider feet, this could actually differentiate a completely different size that may work better for you. All right, so now let's jump into styling. So as you guys probably noticed, I am filming this in a completely different setting. I'm actually in Atlanta. This is my dad's house, and this is where we decided to shoot this so I could get this out as soon as possible to you guys. But for the first look, I decided to style it pretty simplistically, and I wore some nice just casual zebra printed shorts, which I think having patterns and fun, different colors to really play with this for the summertime will work great. But I kept it pretty simple and had just a nice white t-shirt that I tucked into those shorts. And then for the second look, I decided to wear some pants that were cargo pants, nice light gray colorway, which I think worked well with all of the gray that you can see throughout the sneaker silhouette. You see it on the laces, you see it on the midsole and on the strap, so I think that that coordinated quite nicely. I then wore just a simple Balenciaga light heather gray t-shirt, again, just complementing the gray attributes on the sneaker. And then for the last and final look, I decided to wear some just nice neutral tan pants. And I tucked in a white tank top with this really cool, just kind of summery button down top that has lots of different patterns and holes throughout it. But I think that this also is just a nice neutral monochromatic look that worked really well and kind of made this shoe more of a standout since there are more pops of color on this. But do also think about really vibing this up with nice pops of color. I could also see myself wearing like hot pinks and purples and greens and blues with this. I think it would also highlight the shoe quite nicely. So you let me know down below what was your favorite look out of the three, or how would you style these?
You gotta stay undefined. Still got the city on my back, running fourth down on fire. I'm just trying to put us on the map. From the south, we gon' take it up higher. Spirit on me in the flesh. I've been baptized with the fire. Riding with the crew on time. They say they tryna divide us. You cannot define me. Came up from the mud, refine me. I be in the dark where the light be. Hit them up like in Miami. Dominicanos in the field like Poppy. I remember being stuck in the lobby. And I really glowed up, who can stop me? Man, I laid my life down for my family. Yeah. 2015, I started moving. I remember starting on the finding what's a movement. Started with a couple homies thinking we was blooming. Had to cut them off, they didn't know what they was doing. Months later, everything went back to flowing. Making music on a daily basis, still I was a student. Wasn't worried about the regulations, I just kept pursuing. I was trying to keep my patience, I was grounded, I was cooling. Sheesh. Double like a baby, I mean dancing with demons. Late night, I was up, I was feeding. She just want money, she gon' ride on the weekends. Oh no, I mean it. Up going crazy, they talk cause they ain't me. I'm a wolf, you can't tame me. You can't fade me. Still got the city on my back, running fourth down on fire. I'm just tryna put us on the map. From the south, we gon' take it up higher. Spirit on me in the flesh. I've been baptized with the fire. Riding with the crew on time. They say they tryna divide us. You cannot define me. Came up from the
Now let's conclude with how these are currently doing on the resale market. So these retailed at $185 and are currently reselling at a price point of $200 to $250 depending on your size. All right, everyone, that's it for this unboxing and review. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new here and joined us for the first time, thank you so much. Hit that subscribe if you have not already. Give this video a thumbs up. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down below. Hit that notification bell because we do have a ton of heat coming out that I don't want you to miss out on. Also, be sure to check out that join button for our amazing membership perks as well as our merch store. This is ShadeTV. My name is Marissa Hill. We will catch you on the next episode.